Alright. It's 2022. Farlands are bust. Flop date January 4th, 2022. And we're currently at 38,215 point something 7 megabytes on the world save. Get your woofs ready. This is not an episode. This is a stream. Trying out chat in a ghostly apparition form. Might be a bad idea. Might be because the fact that I put no effort into it whatsoever. I'm just like, we can keep this. But yeah, let's go. Let's get ready. Let's go. Woofs, get your woofs. Get your woofs ready. Woof. Well, that was quick. Whoa, there's a floating wolfie. There we go. All right, get rid of some cobblestone. Oh, that's right. Remember? Oh, remember we ended the year having seen this magical vista and burning zombies. Remember? Oh, and skeletons. All right, perchance we will not be going that way. Probably a bad idea. Let's go this way. Although it looks so neat over there. But it's guarded. What happens if we go... Oh, no. Alright, we're going this way. Combat Canyon! Indeed. Don't necessarily need any sheep. That's not gonna stop me. Okay, maybe I won't go up that way. It's going swell here in the new year. Oh, buddy. Hope your new year was interesting. Man, we've been trapped, stuck, as it were. Not only due to pandemic woes, but snow woes. Snow woes? Yeah, pretty trapped. Stuck, even. Like, the girlfriend is far more adventurous and, I guess, risk-takey when it comes to driving in the Seattle area after it has snowed or there's snow on the ground, but I am not. So yeah, I don't know if it's that or what, but feeling very. I don't feel cooped up, but I feel cooped. I feel like some. What's that one? That one meme? I don't want to self-diagnose, but something's wrong. Hey, Wolfie. That's what I feel like. So, yeah, the snow is finally melted because it rained. Although I'm also stuck because we're down to one car, because the girlfriend's car, on account of being more adventurous and risk-takey, hit something, and shredded the tire and dented her rim. So we gotta wait on a rim replacement. And a tire. She took it to the dealership, which was probably a mistake. But we had limited options. It's like the worst time for it, too, because it was like the day before New Year's Eve. Is when it happened, the night before New Year's Eve. So, like, we got her car into the shop, and then it's like, well, everything's shut down for, like, the next 3 days because of the holiday and the weekend. So, oh well. But yeah, they wanted to, like, charge, like, $400 for a new rim. And, like, $200 for a wheel? For a tire? So, And again, that's probably for bringing it to the dealership. So what we've done is we've sourced an old rim, a used rim from a junkyard. Had it, but we've got to wait till Thursday because it's up north and they got to move it to their location down by us. And then there's like a tire shop that apparently has the because it's a 4-wheel drive vehicle, so we want to get the same size, model, and type of tire to match the other tires. So yeah, at best, all this stuff should come together on Thursday, and then hopefully she has a car on Friday. So she's been using yesterday. Ooh, Nelly, don't go that way. Maybe I should go down over here. So hopefully, so yeah, she's been using my car. Yesterday I took her to school and back because I thought I was going to go to the junkyard to get the wheel, the rim, but as I mentioned, they didn't have it. They had to ship it from a different location. I am stuck on this precipice. So yeah, today and tomorrow she'll just take my car. And that was earlier, as we started streaming. He's like, oh, you want to walk Juno? I'm like, I'm streaming. But then on Thursday, I think I'll have to take her again, because then I'll have to go to get the rim. What? It's just... Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. So yeah. Anyway, neither here nor there. I don't feel like it's been a fantastical start to the new year. Not that I've ever really put much cadence? Wrong word? Probably the wrong word. Into like new year, new beginnings, new news. Oh, well, I'm glad I didn't take any damage. I meant to put down the block of dirt. Careful, Wolfie. No. Credence. Cadence, credence. Tomato, potato, you know what I mean. Oh, how'd you end up down there, Wolfie? You dingus? He's leading the way. Well, this was a visually impressive area, but a difficult to traverse one. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. The girlfriend was like, oh, 2022 should be the year of Kurt. And she even mentioned that on stream during the Twitch Plays Car on a Stick stream. But I don't know how to make it be that. Oh, hello. I don't know how to make it do. Because like last year she started school, sold her business, a new chapter. But I don't know how that applies to me. So yeah, I don't know. Oh. Get your Kurtz ready.
I almost swallowed that nut.
2022. Get your Kurtz ready.
Is that how you have to get Susan to say 2022, or else she'll say 2022, which would also apply. Oh, I need these pigs. Somebody knows how to get text to speech, or yeah, text to speech to act right. Somebody has experience. Okay. Those were unnecessary pig murders. Because they were dry. Oh yeah. That's what's up.
Oh.
That's what's down.
I almost swallowed that nut.
3602022.
2022. Oh, it doesn't even say 2000. It says 2022. The unnecessary pig murders of 2022. This is an interest. This is like a mini version of what we just came through. Too many numbers. Alright. Let's go this way. You know what? Can I be honest? I've been lying this entire time to you, up until now, but can I be honest? Twitch plays car on a stick. Not as popular as I thought it was going to be. The whole losing half of the viewer numbers when I enabled it was a bit of a punch in the gut. Like, I didn't expect it to be Twitch plays Pokemon or anything, obviously. But, I don't know. You thought it would be popular? Is Car on a Stick not popular on this specific channel? It's the only channel that has ever played Car on a Stick ever on Twitch. Right, that's what I failed to recognize, Moistened, is that I've conditioned you all, when you hear that music, to think the stream is over. So, I think that's what happened. Like that, but I was just thinking back to the New Year one when I did 12 hours of Car on the Stick. Like, that was popular. That was almost as popular as the melting block of ice stream. So I had that in my mind. I like it, but I have played Car on a Stick. Right, I knew like it wasn't gonna be anything groundbreaking. Like, Car on a Stick is free, and like there's 5 inputs. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't have any ideas or plans. I didn't do any market research or any deep thoughts into it. It's something that I mentioned. Honestly, I would have never done anything with it, and I would have let it go. Except 3 of you independently made your own scripts to actually make it happen. So I'm like, well, I gotta do it now. But yeah. I guess that took some early wind out of the sails of the year of Kurt. But that's fine. That's neither here nor there. It's over here, but it's not there. It's here? There. Where? Here. The developer of Car on a Stick replied to my tweet with, "Wow!" I don't know if they ever actually, like, tuned in and watched it, but they are probably as interested in it as everybody else was. Which is to say, not very. You need to it was a strategic start to 2022. Start as low as you can possibly be, and the only way forward is up. Is the chat like too ghosty? It doesn't matter to you who are watching live, but I don't know. I also didn't want to like completely cover everything up on Farlands or Bust. Boats. Boats and boats and boats and boats. Hello. Beds and beds and beds and beds. Are we too ghostly? Would you like to make some pottery with us, ghosts? Anybody get that? That's a Demi Moore joke, and that other guy, whatever his name is, Patrick Swayze. Oh, speaking of old movies, we watched. The girlfriend never seen the original Stargate movie. We watched that last night because we're like out of things to watch. It is a movie. It is a movie. It's interesting. It's a very simple movie. Like there's no like ulterior information or like motives or like switcheroos or surprises. It's just like, this is the movie. These are the characters. This is the bad guy. This is how we beat the bad guy. We beat the bad guy. End of movie. It's like, oh, okay. There's no real character development. There's no characters to develop beyond what is necessary for the movie to amble on for 90 minutes or whatever. And then they built a TV show franchise. We've been doing that a lot. Although we didn't watch Alien Nation. We watched Alien Nation, the show, and are slowly making our way through the post-show cancellation movies, which are only available on YouTube in like 360p, which is very difficult for me to watch. But yeah, we didn't watch the original Alien Nation movie. How in the television show, the actor who plays the human detective, also we recognized as the head Vulcan from the Enterprise series, like the Vulcan Council leader or whatever. So that was interesting. I have heard of and watched all of The Expanse except for this new one. I was underwhelmed with the last season. But I don't know. That's like another thing. Like the girlfriend hasn't. I don't really want to like subject her to having to watch one of my shows. Bloop. So yeah. Anyway, Anyway, any hoodle. There was a question earlier, like about like, what are your plans and projects for 2022? Ah. Ooh, hummingbird. He's alive. He survived the deep freeze. Look at him go. I mean, you can't, but he's out there. Car, yeah, the car. It's difficult to work on a car when it's cold outside. It's difficult to work on a car, full stop, for me. I don't know. I mean, that's what's supposed to be part of the year of Kurt. It's like finding something that brings interest and happiness. Not even happiness, just dopamine. Trying to figure that old chestnut out. Is anybody into birding? Anybody like birding? Looking at birds? Spotting birds? Counting birds? It seems interesting. We went out on, it might have been New Year's Day. We went out on New Year's Day. There was a lot of snow and very much ice. And I was slipping all around and thought it was a bad idea to be out. But that's just because I'm a sourpuss. And the one person we did run into was a guy with a huge, like, camera and, like, binoculars. And, like, the girlfriend just, like, instantly knew that he was birding. So she's like, any cool birds? And he said, yeah, there's something in this tree or something. Like, apparently, like, it's like a game. Like, start of the year, you gotta, like, start racking up your birds. you gotta get that bird counter. The birdometer rolling. It's too big a burden. Burden. So yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, that would get me outside. It would give me also some sort of goal to, like, be walking Juno with. I have a pair of binoculars, or it would give me a reason to, like, lug my camera around and, like, learn better photography for bird pictures. I don't know. That has come up more than once. We had a few birds in the front yard while we were eating breakfast, and, like, the girlfriend has a Birds of Washington book, so we identified them. I'm assuming there's, like, well, that I don't know. I never can trust those things. Like an app, gotta be a birding app to, like, track your birds. Problem with that is if you're, like, out and about and you don't have a signal, you're kind of screwed. A birding book that has a bird feeding net. A bird feeding net. Merlin bird. Two votes for Merlin bird. The girlfriend has an app that identifies plants that she uses for her school. Like, you take a picture of a tree and it's like, this is this. Pick an ID by song. But does it count if you don't see it? What are the rules? And then how flippant can I be with them? Like, the girlfriend is definitely invested in taking up skiing this year. Most of the investment has gone towards the new tire and rim for her car that got broken when she was out buying ski equipment. Whoa. Okay, let's go this way. Not terribly interested in skiing. I've already taken up roller skating, and that is very far enough out of my wheelhouse for one hobby to be. Do I need coal? Not really, but it's free, and then I can get rid of this pickaxe.
That is the smoothest knob.
Ooh!
Cone Dodger 240 is rating with a party
No!
of 69.
This pickaxe broke on Wolfie. Of all the moments. You dingus. Nice. Very appropriate. That was the theme. A rating of 69. Thank you. Welcome the stack. It is the week of 69. Don't you know? National 69 week. That's a Ran When Parked reference that you will get in tomorrow. For a second, I thought Kurt was serious. You don't know what sort of dates are on this new Star Trek calendar we got. Woo. More boats. What's the opposite of a callback? A foreshadowing? A premonition? Yes. Joke foreshadowing? I think it would be called a setup. And then, like, when the joke hits, that's the punchline. Or the payoff, or whatever. Although, let's be honest here, I don't know how far we want to start calling the things I say jokes. There you go again with those delusions of grandeur. I'm a bird. That's another thing too. I keep talking about the same stupid things in these episodes or these streams, but man, I really wish there was a game I could just be into. Like, I see a lot of people on my Twitters and stuff, like, super into, like, Destiny 2 or, like, the Final Fantasy game, the RPG, whatever it is. I'm like... I just... Like, I watched through The Witcher, the new Witcher, and I'm like... The world is interesting. I wish I could get into the game. Like, as a game. But I couldn't. It was not... It was not something that my brain wanted to grasp onto. Nor are any of those similar style of games. I.e. the new Tomb Raider games. Very similar-ish. or your Skyrims, or your... whatevers. I thought that was a floating mushroom. But it's actually on those leaves. Got it! Woo! Okay. Happy fall. Yeah, there's too much going on. I think that's why I liked Hellblade. It was like a similarly rich world and characters, but it was simple. In that it was like stripped down to its basic point A to point B plot. And that's all you needed to know. You didn't need to know all this extra stuff of potions and magic and characters and timelines and monsters and this takes that and that takes this. Oh dear. Ooh. I also don't like the just speaking of The Witcher, these streaming exclusive shows, how they're pretty much just like kick the can and like elongate as much as possible to increase view time and then end on a major cliffhanger, which then guarantees the next season for said streaming service. It just like feels like a betrayal of time spent watching it. It's like, oh, so nothing got resolved. Great. Fantastic. Kind of with Witcher, definitely was happening with The Expanse once it became an Amazon property. I did watch through Arcane. Speaking of video games that people really get into, never going to get into that. But the first 3 episodes of that were very good. I'm like, these first 3 episodes of Arcane are a better Star Wars prequel than the Star Wars prequels. But then the remaining episodes became kick the can, slightly move the plot each episode, and then end on a cliffhanger. Like, oh, that old chestnut, one more time. More chestnuts for everybody. No, I like, I guess that's why I liked watching through all the Star Treks. But you could see in the 2000s where that started to shift with Enterprise, is because they were just encapsulated, yes, episodic, like you said, Mamansky, encapsulated stories, one after the other. Sure, some vague, overreaching plot lines and like character connections. But yeah, and then Enterprise, was it the second or the third season? Where they went all weapons of mass destruction, hunting for the terrorists. And it was just like, that didn't age well, did it? The third, yeah, okay. Is this a spawner? It could be. It might be. It probably is, so I think I'm... Whoa, is it a double? Adjacent? A duplex? Now this is a cliffhanger to end on. Hey Wolfie, get over here. Don't go in the spawner, you dingus. Come on. There we go. Have a seat. Have a bone too, your little... There we go. Alright, I'm gonna need a lot more dirt. Hey, who told you to stand up? Did I? I don't remember. I did after the bone? Okay, it must have just been... Ooh, murder! Oh dear, I'm down here now, I guess. How is this still happening? Oh, I'm not a smart human being. Do we got guys, like, swimming over here? I'm hearing a lot of splurching. Did I do it? I did it. Okay, how about this one? I think I know what's going on here. Ah, okay. So, how do we approach this? Sensibly. Oh, that's a deep guy. Whoa, he's angry. Ah, it's sealed into your tomb of destruction. This is why I only watch TV series after they're completed. Okay, so this is gonna be a pickle, isn't it? Ah, found it. What do we got? Nothing much. Bunch of buckets. Ooh, is the garbage coming? We haven't had garbage pickup because of the snow in like over a week. It's starting to pile up. Ooh, is a skeleton spawner. I'm gonna destroy that just because those are a little bit dangerous. Woo! I just looked outside my window and I saw a garbage can fly. No, it didn't fly, but it got lifted off the ground. Like I said, the garbage truck. But like, because the windowsill is like at road height, I didn't see the actual truck. All I saw was... Whoa, hello! There's a happening guy about town in there. Voyager got axed from Amazon in the middle of an episode I was watching. Did it eventually? See? Everybody said it was going to. But then it didn't. Ooh, I'll take 2 iron ignits. This is a lame, loud-ass spawner. Alright, so over here, we shall do the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna guess that the chest is right there. On account of the bumpus. I'm correct! I'll eat this bread to get my half a health back that I have been missing for moons. Whoops. Sure hope there isn't a golden record in the other one. Because I already ate the bread. Wolfie's getting impatient. I'm getting impatient with these dang zombies. Oh, dang it, I stopped. I guess that's the other thing, is... we want to, like, do a Paramount Plus trial to watch the newer Star Trek series. Oh, hello! Oh, hello! You made it through! How did he do that? You dang wizard. I'm gonna need another shovel. I don't think there's gonna be another... Listen. I don't think there's gonna be another chest. Oh, there it is. Nothing. What a royal waste of time this has been. Alrighty then. Double spawner. Double disappointment. Fill it with water. They don't deserve the extra time and attention it would be required to do so. Instead, I shall walk away. They will despawn and cease to exist for the rest of time. That is the truest cruelty. Indeed. Anyway, what were we talking about? Wood, I guess. Does this version of Minecraft have stats? Yes, but they're shared amongst all your worlds. And they have reset a few times for me because of changing computers and upgrading launchers and things like that. They didn't even get to know it was going to be the year of curse. How will they know to celebrate? That was a tuning fork for you. Oh, well. This was the direction I traveled. Would you consider mountain biking as a fun hobby? I think that falls into the skiing category. Of like... expensive. Like, difficult to do casually and or by yourself. Like, I guess the girlfriend doesn't have any qualms about going skiing by herself, but she has friends she can go with too, so... Bicycling is the most solitary sport. Everybody in cars hates you. I mean, I liked biking as a youth, but then again, it was because that was my only way to get around before having a car or anything like that. And you were able to get around on bicycles back in the day. Living in the suburbs, not a city, with dedicated bike lanes and whatever. Yeah, I think as far as like physical activity, it's also very like all these things are very like, I mean everything is weather dependent, but it's very like, I'm gonna get into bicycling. Guess I'll have to wait till May because I live in Seattle. You know, like it's not. Like, similarly but opposite with skiing, it's like, well, it's April, can't do that anymore. Running also doesn't seem fun to me. Seems like a good way to just wear down your knees and joints with fine, painful dust in a fast period of time. That's all the runners I know are like 24 years old and like in incredible pain constantly. Woo. Badminton. Wolfie just took damage. Why am I up here? Why have I come up here? This is a bad place. Wolfie. Wolfie. In a real noodle. REA sells pretty good base model mountain bikes. I don't have a trailer hitch, but those exist to like make a bike mount. I have a roof rack. That seems difficult though. Like I would also need to bring like a step ladder to get a bike off a roof rack every time. I mean, Exports, X Games, X-Zacto Knife, X-Xerox Machine. That's another thing too. I don't know like how long. All signs point to the fact that I'm going to be keeping the Crosstrek forever. So I'm like, maybe I should just like start doing stuff for
Slide
that
that
to
in
make
your
it
DMs and
more
Twitch it.
interesting. Petertronic, thank you for 62 months in the subtub. What was I saying? Kayaking. I think it's like the closest I can get to like having a legitimate interest in an outdoor sporting activity. River or ocean or lake? I have no idea. I mean, I certainly have a choice of them around here. I mean, like, for starters, like, calm water. So, like, lake, probably. Like, I see people kayaking out in the Puget Sound. Like, when it's calm out. Just, I'm like, that would be neat, but also, like, a little scary. My mom kayaks. It's more scary because there's a bunch of, like, boats and, like, shipping container vessels. Barges, and, like, all those sorts of things out there. And a little bit maybe because there's, like, wild seals and stuff. I know there's, like, whales and orcas, too, but I ain't seen one of those from shore, so I don't think that's seriously a threat. Ooh, careful. That was a pit. But again, kind of expensive. Actually, quite expensive. It's all about the same thing. You want to get into mountain biking? You want to get into skiing? You want to get into kayaking? $1,000 to start. Whoa. We're just walking on a very delicate crust with an empty expanse underneath us here. Stick with hiking, I guess. I haven't been in the mood for hiking either, which has greatly disappointed the girlfriend. Because it was on my dating profile that I enjoy hiking. The old bamboozle. Got her! But yeah, I don't know what has changed about that for me, but like... Oh, okay. I don't know, it's just the, a lot of things have changed over the last 2 years, for everybody. Like, that's one of the things that, like, took a hit. I don't know why. Like, for a while, all the parks and trails and everything were, like, closed. So I just, like, fell out of my mind, and, like, I have to completely reset on it. Which is why I brought up the birding thing, because maybe that's the sort of thing that would get me back out there, to say, as is to say, proverbially. I never liked hiking for, like, fitness. That was never my goal. I just liked hiking to be like, let's go to this neat place that is here, and requires you to walk on a hiking trail to get there. You might like birds. You might like birds. Mushroom hunting. Delicacies. You need something for retirement or you'll go crazy. Well, the first thing I need for retirement is money or I'll go hungry. That's the first prerequisite for retirement. Gotta find more neat places. Time to move again. Can't say that hasn't been a topic of conversation. Not that, like, anywhere in the next 2 years that's gonna happen, because, like I said, the girlfriend's in school, at least for that long, and... Stuck in the foliage. Foliaged again. So the answer is birds. What was the name of that birding app again? Bird word? Birds are the words. eBird? No. That was not it. All right, you guys, you're all on screen here. This is on the record. You'll have to live with yourselves. I'm sure eBird is a thing. No, it was like something bird ID. I'm going to ask you, and then it's going to go by in chat, and I'll forget again, is basically what's going to happen. But Merlin! Merlin. The famous bird, Merlin. Bird wizard. Blizzard. Wizard. Wizard! Bird! Ah... Merlin Bird ID uses eBird. It's a conspiracy. It's a conglomerate. A whole monopoly. I keep hitting E. Why do I keep hitting E? For my E inventory. Hold on, I'm gonna multitask. Google. Play Store. Merlin. Berlin. Merlin Bird app. Merlin Bird ID by Cornell Lab. Ooh. How very graduate of them. Install that bird app. The Cornell Bird Lab. Very interesting. Conspiracy goes deeper. They're holding the world's bird information hostage. E-inventory. They also make those plush birds that sing the real bird songs when you squeeze them. Okay. Bird merch. Bird shirts. Fun fact. A real life bird will do the same thing when you squeeze them. I'm already on my way to being an expert. These, my friends, are the jokes that we were talking about earlier. That's a callback. Just wait until Boston Dynamic gets their hands on the bird data from Cornell. Then they rope in Princeton. The Princeton seed database. Bird seed. Get it? Jokes. And then the Purdue chicken farms. It's funny because Purdue is also the name of a university. Maybe they are one and the same. Alright, I think this is the last sunset. It's definitely... Ooh, encoding overloaded. I'm sorry? Hello? I did switch. I did switch to my CPU. Because there's like a new Wreckfest thing, and I thought I might play Wreckfest. But I don't know why it's happening in Minecraft. Unless because I have the chat, and there's a lot of pixels happening. Was it doing that before? I feel like this is the first time that's happened. I hope it is. Or else the VOD for this is going to be pretty atrocious. Yeah, I think the transparency on the chat, I'm just now noticing that my CPU is like 60% usage. Which is not normal. Which then, alright, so chat on screen is a mistake. Because you mentioned how chat is causing problems, and the first thing everybody does is make more problems. And I guess I could turn off emotes in the chat, I think. I don't know if I can. Probably a little bit too much on the effort side of things for old KurJMac to really care about. Wait, Wolfie? Yep. Nope. That'll do, I guess. That'll do, I guess. Oop. All right. Let's see, what do I need? I need things. I need a lot of things suddenly. I need bones. I need beds. I need a new shovel, even though I literally just made one. It was that spawner duplex. Definitely don't need sticks. All right. The first Farlands or Bust stream of the new century. You heard me. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully the VOD has some frames, or perhaps it can just be a nostalgic trip down Blobathon #1 memory lane. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna go to sleep now. That said a PETA. 38,279.14 megabytes. Oh, see, now it moved over because it's 1.4 instead of like 1220 something. I know how letter spacing works.